It's your favorite big cousin, Mr. 10-piece and fries himself, Tater to what? Too real. And today, guys, I want to talk to you about why Marcus Freeman taking Notre Dame to the national championship game just put some heat on Brian Kelly. Stay tuned. Before I start this video, I want to give a big shout out to head coach Marcus Freeman for becoming the first black coach ever to play for a national championship game, and he is doing it at a historic program like Notre Dame versus the team he actually played his college football career for, which is Ohio State. It is funny how God works, but shout out to head coach Marcus Freeman on the big accomplishment. But with all the success that Notre Dame is having, I am not going to allow the media to shy away from Brian Kelly. Now, Tater, too real, what do you mean by that? We all know this. One of the main reasons Brian Kelly left Notre Dame to go be the head coach at LSU is he said out of his own mouth he wants to play for national championships. Now, that can mean many things. He probably felt like the type of recruits that he was getting at Notre Dame wasn't elite enough to play for a national championship, because we know that a lot of those kids that go to Notre Dame are coming from two-parent households. They're coming from prep school, private school, upper middle class to rich type kids. So Brian Kelly probably felt like if he goes to a school like LSU where they have unlimited resources, they have top-notch facilities, they have top-notch NIL backing, his chances of coaching in the national championship game will be much higher. But Marcus Freeman proved everyone wrong, because nobody can honestly say they thought Notre Dame would be playing for a national championship. If you tell me you thought that before the season, you are a straight up lie, because Notre Dame lost to NIU early in the season and everybody was pretty much ready to fire Marcus Freeman. But boy, did he show the whole world one thing: the grass is not always greener on the other side. Now that he has Notre Dame playing for a national championship, I'm feeling the seat is getting a little hot for Brian Kelly right now. I'm talking about hotter than a Louisiana fish fry, hotter than Louisiana gumbo right now, because the powers that be at LSU gave Brian Kelly a $95 million contract. They gave him unlimited resources in NIL. And if you've been following LSU recruiting right now, in the transfer portal, the LSU Tigers are going absolutely crazy. I mean, they're getting players like Jack Pyburn from the University of Florida. They got Jakeem Jackson from University of Florida as well, defensive back. And they just been going absolutely crazy, on offensive linemen, additional receivers. You got Aaron Anderson coming back, CJ Daniels. You got Garrett Nussmeier coming back at quarterback, Caden Durham at running back. This is going to be a very talented LSU football team. And I'm thinking that Brian Kelly is starting to adapt the Ohio State model. Not Tater too real, what do you mean by that? It was reported that Ohio State has spent $20 million in their NIL to play for a national championship game. A lot of that was fueled by the fact that Michigan beat them multiple years in a row, and they're coming off a national championship game win. So the powers that be at Ohio State, whether it was the NIL collectives, the fan donating, they gave a lot of support to Ryan Day to build a championship roster, and it's paying off. So shout out to Ryan Day. I was very critical about Ryan Day, but the fact that he's playing in the national championship on the brink of winning the national championship game, man, I can't say anything bad about the guy. So shout out to Ohio State. LSU is slowly following that model right now. Like I just mentioned, they've been going absolutely crazy in the transfer portal. They've been going absolutely crazy in the recruiting. And in my opinion, it is all fueled by the success that Notre Dame is having right now. A lot of people at LSU don't want to feel like they've been played in a way, because if Brian Kelly never wins a national championship and he left a program that potentially wins a national championship, it's going to make the athletic director who hired Brian Kelly look really bad. I believe it was Scott Woodard, the athletic director at LSU, that hired Brian Kelly. So this season, 2025, with experienced quarterback like Garrett Nussmeier, who could have went to the NFL draft this year, and been a second to third round pick, in my opinion, he's coming back. They have a lot of playmakers coming back. They've been going hard in the transfer portal. They've been going hard in the recruiting ranks. And I cannot wait to see the product LSU puts on the field this season. I honestly believe Marcus Freeman will be an NFL head coach this season. I believe the Chicago Bears is going to get him. So 2025 football season is do or die on Brian Kelly. If the LSU Tigers do not make a playoff game, at least, I'm talking about bare minimum, in the playoffs, Brian Kelly will be fired. You heard it here first on Tater Too Real. You guys let me know what you think. Did Marcus Freeman making the national championship game at Notre Dame put some heat on Brian Kelly? This is your boy Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.